Hello everyone, very good morning and welcome to the Abap for functional next session, class number 12. In this class, we are going to understand the technical aspect of a smart form, how we can debug the smart form. Already I have created one smart form which we can go and debug. We will be learning about the Bapi, the technical aspect of the Bapi, then how to debug the Bapi. After that, we will be learning user exit, how to find the user exit, then the customer exit. So this is the today's agenda. To display any kind of legal document, okay, like like purchase order, sales document or sales order document, okay, invoice, you need to print in the PDF form, right? You require to have the PDF form. This PDF form are designed in different tools. One is the SAP script, another is a smart form, and nowadays Adobe form is there. However, a smart form and a smart form is also there. SAP script has been obsolete. Okay, so I'll be showing you the smart forms and Adobe forms. SAP script I will not be discussing because my system also does not support that SAP script, and so that's the main reason. Okay, a smart form and Adobe form will understand how to debug that. Okay, so here 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 you can design your smart form in the transaction called, can do you remember the transaction where you can design your smart form? This is same transaction, smart forms. In the transaction form, smart forms, here you can go and create the smart forms. Okay, whenever you create any smart form, and you activate the smart form, a function module corresponding to that smart forms get generated. Very important point, very important point. When smart forms are activated, a function module is generated. SAP standard function module, one is function module corresponding to this smart form gets generated, and that function module actually displays the data. Okay, and that function module displays the data and forms. Okay, the forms, if it is for purchase order, it will display the purchase, whatever the form you have created, that function module is the important point. Okay, this function module is the very important point. So when you want to display the smart form, what you have to call? Do you have to call the smart form, or you have to call the function module? Anyone? Do you have? So let's suppose you have a driver program from where you want to display the smart form, right? So do you have to call this a smart form, or you have to call the function module? Very good. You have to call the function module, right? This is the actual artifact behind a smart form, which gets called function module. Okay, if I can show you quickly, go to the transaction smart forms, and you can create a smart form ZABZ web for functional demo, a smart form. Click on this create button. So this is how it will look like, designing and all these things. This is again a deep dive topic, but this is how you create the smart form, right? And you can design your page over here, main windows, secondary window, right? adjustment, all the many things are there. You don't have to go in all those things, not required. Here, you don't have to go. This is not your job. How is, you know, how its layout, how it has been done, how the coding is there. Nothing is required. You know, just I'm showing you how you can create. So in a smartphone transaction, you can go and here form attributes, form interface, global definition. These are the different technical things are there, which is used inside the smartphone. Once you save, once you save the smartphone and activate this smart for corresponding to this smartphone, one function module will be generated. And where you can see the function module, here you can go to the environment, and here at this point of time this smartphone is not activated, so your function module will not be there, right? See here, there is no function module has been generated yet. Here you can see, right? I'm going to activate now, and now it will generate a function module corresponding to this smartphone. Okay, it is activated. And now if you click on this environment and function module, this is the name of the function module which you have to call from the program, and it is going to display the output. Okay, so already one very good function, a smartphone I have created, and I will take that one. So this is ZAFF demo smartphone. This is the function module. Go back and give the smartphone name and click on this display button. Okay, and just you want to display. So from here also you can display. If you run this one, you can see that corresponding to this smartphone. So this smartphone will be also, this is the name of a smartphone. Corresponding to this smartphone also, we will be having the function module, right? So when you will run this one, see your SC37 screen is coming, right? And function module is automatically coming over here, which is corresponding to the smartphone. And now if you run this function module, I will be giving you the form for a purchase order. See, actually this form I have created for a purchase order, a smart form for purchase order. Okay, so I have created this smart form to take the purchase order as an import parameter. This is the import parameter of that function module. Okay, this is the import parameters. These all are the import parameters. So this is simple variable, means type data element, and this is a structure. Okay, this is table, this is a structure. Okay, so those data is not required, that those are optional. This is what the purchase order I have to give, and for the purchase order it will give you the output. So if you run this one, and every time here you have to select LP01 or LOCL, whatever the device is configured by the basis people, that you have to select. So either LP01 or LOCL. So either these two things will be certainly there. So you can select the same thing. So in your system also, either LP01 you can try or LOCL. Either these, any one of these two will be certainly working. Okay, and just click on this print preview, and you will be able to see that the smartphone data is coming over here, right? A smartphone data is coming over here. So what you understood, all the, so means whenever a smartphone is going to run, whenever a smart form is going to run, in fact a smartphone does not run. Corresponding to this, whatever the function module will be there, that will be called. This is the actual executable object, and this is what you have to debug. You don't have to debug the smartphone. Debugging the smart form means you are going to debug the function module. Okay, so if some data is not coming properly, right, you are passing the purchase order number 1, but data is displaying for 2, right? So you have to check the input parameter of this function module. If 1 will be going there, it will be certainly displaying 1. So there's something is messy and it's taking the 2, so what I mean to tell, you have to debug the function module. You should not know, you don't have to worry about how the smartphone has been created, what is there, what is not there, and if something you found wrong in this for this function module, you know accordingly a smart form need to be adjusted. Okay, or if some logic is there, if some logic is there, so mostly you will get the problem in logic itself. And if you found some issue, you can take help of Abap to change, to adjust the smart form. And sometimes you get the problem in the driver program itself, the data which is passing to the function module, there itself you can find the issue. What is the driver program? So driver program is